What's up, everybody? This is Zenith Kisare, the Archangel Feather, and welcome to my first posted replay for my Angel Feather deck, Superior Angel. Now, this is my secondary Angel Feather deck. Of course, everyone who knows me well knows that my main squeeze is Crimson Lore Metatron with Black Shiver Gabrielle. This model is actually made just for some fun, and yesterday I had a game against Dragonic Blademaster, and there was a very entertaining turn at turn 4, if I'm not mistaken, that led to me wanting to make this replay and posting this as my first YouTube video for the channel. So as you can see, we start off with our usual Forerunners. He gets the first attack because I went first on the coin flip. And what I end up doing in this game, and I'm going to try and commentate as little as possible, my replays have not been cooperating with my voiceover being in the turns I want it to be. But here on turn 3, I'm actually trying to pressure him to ride into grade 3 first. You notice he makes a misplay just now. He would have been better off if he would have guarded with the Mother Orb Dragon for a no pass. Instead, he guarded with a 5,000 shield, and I broke it with a critical. But that was a misplay on his part. Anyway, it's going a little bit fast because I want to make sure that I get everything in well enough. So the main squeeze on this deck is that it focuses on using Medical Bomber and Doctroid Primus to superior call a lot of units from the damage zone. And this game in particular had the biggest plus out of any games I've played with Superior Angel, and it's going to be coming up in just a moment. As you see here, the lead is currently mine. He's at 4 damage, I'm at 3, but he just rode into Zom, took out my Healing Palace and Azrael, and goes in for the attack. Now, because of how my hand is built, I've got Battle Cupids, I've got Primus, and I've got Medical Bomber. So at the end of this turn, because of the triggers that show up for him and for myself, I'm able to use Battle Cupids to guard 2 attacks, one Cupid putting in Doctroid Primus to grab the second Cupid then dropping Bomber for a critical for shield. This is where the play gets huge. As you see, I stride by dropping the Kier. Now I think for a moment and decide that sitting on 5 damage, instead of going after Uriel or Bliza, I go after the big boss himself, Holy Seraph Raphael. The reason being is I have Gabrielle. I use her to call out a Healing Palace from the top 3. Then I go Bomber, Primus, and Primus again. So essentially, I made a huge play here, effectively +4, and then Raphael to reset all of my counterblasts and put everything in the damage zone back into the deck to change things up a bit. And you'll see me quote here, had the Palace been Broken Heart, it would have been a much better play, simply because this column here would have had a pretty massive power boost if you think about the 5 damage from Raphael and then the damage points from Primus, Bomber, and Primus. And then here's where I really sack off. Triple critical on my triple draw check. My opponent loses so much shield that even though they're able to stride into Route Flare in between Blademaster, Wyvern Kid, and Route Flare Dragon, he's able to wipe out everything I just built. But because I've already built so much advantage against him, he actually calls his only other Sentinel trying to keep up with me. Ultimately, I've got everything I need and just go ahead and win the game here. Even though he thinks, I'm assuming he says good game because he thinks he's going to win, but I guess he forgot the fact that my hand is incredibly large and I have a lot of triggers. I decided to go into Uriel this time because, again, Bliza, useless. What's the point of Raphael when I can just put out more pressure with Uriel, because with his little shield as he's got out there, even if he was to survive Uriel's attack, Uriel could call out another unit for me to use to attack with, plus there's also stand triggers and everything. So ultimately I've already won this, but I wanted to show this replay because the one turn where I went with +4 was probably the most fun I've had with Angel Feathers in a long time. As anyone would tell you, prior to Generation Era, Angel Feathers never plus like that. They were all power. So I wanted to just put this up here and just kind of test out my YouTube video making skills. As you can tell, I'm not the best with communication. I am kind of stuttering a little bit, but hey, it's my first video. What does it matter, right? So there you go, my victory over Dragonic Blademaster using Superior Angel. I hope that this was a decently entertaining video for everybody. Be looking for more videos in the future. I will be posting some on other ones on Superior Angel, as well as on my main deck, what I call the Crimson Graver, which is Gabrielle Metatron hybrid. Pretty powerful deck. I think it's the stronger one, but Superior Angel definitely has its moments. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Signing out.